I'm here with my new friend Andrei, who I met on Saturday night when we were at the casino watching the Packers game. And he's been kind enough to let us into the hotel that he works at, which is a beautiful hotel right on Hyde Park Corner. It's called the Lanesborough. And he's kind of showing us just the reconstruction project, because this used to be a hospital. It was actually a hospital for over 225 years. And now it's just this amazingly beautiful hotel.
So this is from, I think, the 70s, 60s, 70s. This picture takes, this is how it looked as a hospital, yeah? So you have an idea how it looked before, as the St. George Hospital. This is in 2014. So here you are, this is from, if you want to have a look, it's from the hospital, how it looked. Restaurant, so you can see it as well.
Oh, excellent.
It's a Michelin star
Michelin star restaurant? Yeah. Wow, this is quite a project here.
Yeah, how long did it take?
3 years.
I don't know where we're going to be in March yet. Okay, I was gonna mention, I'm surprised there's not TVs. Thank you so much for having us, Andrei.
It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure to meet fellow Packers fans.
Of course. But I just really wanted to ask you, like, how you got into being a Packers fan, because I mean, my dad grew up in Green Bay. This is like a very important team to me, and to like meet someone that is like halfway around the world that cheers for this team. And we were talking about playoff games from 10, 12 years ago. I can tell that you've been a fan for a long time.
I think somewhere in the early 2000s.
Okay.
They first started showing in Romania NFL on broadcast TV.
Okay.
So I think I've seen a game where Brett Favre was playing. I think it was a Packers-Bears game that the Packers actually lost.
Okay.
Somewhere in 2001, 2002. But Brett had an amazing game and he was playing injured, as always.
Yeah.
So after that, I watched the 70s show
as
well.
Okay.
And that's when I see that the guys are from Wisconsin. And there was actually an episode where they went to a Packers game.
Yes?
Eric
I
and
remember.
they went to the Packers game, yeah. I started to watch NFL regularly in 2003.
Okay.
So I was actually watching almost every game. I had a couple of years off from NFL when I went to uni. So because I couldn't watch it.
Right. Good time.
I finished uni in 2008.
Okay.
And that was the first year that Rodgers was a starter. That's when I really started watching. I fall in love with the way he was playing. He is incredible. I think he made me love the team more than before, you know, because as you know, we've been through some very tough games, and like he really balled out. He was really, really nice. And once I came to London, back then in 2010, it wasn't that big here, you know, like they had the London game, but still, like they were not big. They didn't have so much of a following.
Was there not a sellout at the London games yet?
There were, but you know, it's kind of strange because you get a lot of people coming from Germany, from Belgium. And so like I would say, like when you go to the London games, 50% of the fans are from the UK and 50% are from the rest of Europe.
Okay.
You know? I managed to meet some people that were interested in NFL. A Canadian friend of mine, he was organizing like NFL watch parties. I started to meet fellow Packers fans as well, and you know, like I can tell you that there are plenty of Packers fans in the UK. I think we are like the number 3 team, I say, in the UK.
I love hearing that. That's so cool.
Yeah. I think since 2010, I watched every single game. I didn't miss any game.
Wow.
After, like just before the Super Bowl year, I watched every single game. I didn't miss one.
Well, we definitely had a very fun time, even though the game did not go our way. But yeah, I'm just really impressed with your dedication because the timing of these games, it has to be like, you know, very late at night a lot of times, but you still like watch a majority of them, and that's just so cool.
The most difficult game for me to watch is the Sunday night game because it was like 1 a.m. here, and if I work the next day, obviously I cannot watch it. But I will definitely watch it the next day, maybe, you know, like in the evening when I get home. Now it's very difficult not to get a spoiler about the score. It used to be easier maybe 10 years ago, but now you get, you know, with all the social media and everything, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to watch actually every game. You know. I was impressed with the story of the team, how it was public founded, and you know, all they went through at the beginning because they had financial difficulties, and the city of Green Bay that donated a lot of money for the team to stay in Green Bay, not to leave and to exist. Then, like reading the history of the team, you must know that this is a special club. You know, it's not any sports team, you know, that gets founded in a big city and they get lots of fans because there is a big city. So no, it's a small town that managed to sell out all their games for 50 years.
It's a very unique team, not just for American football, but for any sport.
For any
because
sport,
even like baseball, basketball, there aren't any teams like that structured where the city actually owns the team.
Even like Europeans, when they hear like, okay, this team doesn't have an owner, how do they survive? Because even now in football, in European football, every team has an owner. There is no more like public-owned teams.
Well, it's always an absolute pleasure to meet another Packers fan, and anytime that you're in Green Bay, please let me know because we have tickets to the Packers game. We'd love to take you to a game, and if there is a UK game, if there's a London game, I want to come back for it and meet up with you again.
Oh yeah.
It will be my pleasure to go and see you. I always said that I wanted to see Rodgers play at least once.
Yes.
Well,
yes.
I don't know if I'm gonna get a chance again.
Let's hope. Let's hope.